Today I'm going to talk about how we have past, present, future selves in, it's called like nestling layers. Like the future self is inside of the past self, which is inside of the present self. But we can go through any of these and find the other one nestled in there. And it's kind of like a grooming, like as you tweeze by the eyebrows. Then you see, oh, there's some stuff to get to here. And then you see, oh, there's a few little hairs here. And then, oh, I got a hair in my neck. Or oh, then I find one over here. Or, and, if I'm already doing that, I may as well. So sometimes it's like the sense of spiritual grooming where we're coming in and we're saying, this is not working, this is working. And in a way of using one version to find another version. And then slowly but surely, there's a continuity. The past self is still here. The future self is already been. And the current self was and will be. So I've done 3 exercises, which none of them are too long. They're all kind of short, and I recommend you do it. The prompt for the first one is from, I am not who or what you thought. And this is grooming the past self. So you write, I am not who or what you thought. And you just tell the you, I am not who you thought. And you say, who did you think I was? So I said, I've learned how rare I am and irreplaceable now. I didn't know, and you didn't either. I said, I'm not only an enabler attached to what's familiar. I love newness too, and growing and experiencing. Is releasing the old version. I pay attention to consequences, including my mood, my energy, and my hormones, versus the version that didn't. I'm not so brave to handle everything all by myself, and I need help too. And have challenges I need guidance for, versus being the one who has all the answers, who doesn't admit to challenges, is so brave, handles everything alone. I'm able to listen to without always planning a response or projecting what the right thing to say is, versus the one who couldn't listen, who was so full of myself. And even when I'm serving another, I'm still just sharing more of myself rather than making space. Like I am able, once I do this spiritual grooming, I'm no longer that one. And finally, I'm not just a hippie, free lover. Also, I'm a critical perfectionist. And now moving into the present. So this prompt is, from now on, it's okay. From now on, it's okay. This current moment, who am I that it's okay? What are some thoughts coming up that I need to be okay with from now on? Because they're already okay. So I wrote, be open and honest with my mother. Call the police if I'm being threatened or persecuted. I used to be very afraid of the police. I was on the wrong side sometimes. Then to be loyal to myself first and my future self, which I'll be. The next exercise will be future self. Clean up even when it's not any mess. To want to be a mother and start a family. To expect appreciation and understanding. To enjoy peace and quiet and stillness. To like being inside or with the light off. To be hungry but not eat yet. Forbid someone from bringing up my past without permission. To take a walk or leave the situation if it feels unsafe. To let people decide if they want help or treatment. To let people go when they have other obligations. To cancel and reschedule what no longer feels right. To get support with what I actually need versus what's offered. And finally, to listen and hear even without agreeing. So you can see this older version in some ways opens me up to be who I am. And then now I'm going to move into the future version. The prompt is, in 5 years, I will. I wrote, have a garden with fruits, herbs, vegetables. Be with a man who wants to start a family, or we've already started. Be able to embody life and love in new and more free ways directly. Be more peaceful and practiced in my mind so I don't have to do so much studying and working to arrive at peace. To be self-sufficient with money so I can be humble and modest. You'd also be able to share and support the way I've been sustained by people who are independent enough to be generous. And this is kind of going back into the past, I want to return to that part of me that was able to be sharing with people. And even people who are self-sufficient, but buy them little things, take them out for coffee. I want to have a larger budget so that I could be more humble and modest in my own needs. Instead of having enough for myself, maybe one other person, it's like being able to sustain, being a sustainer. And that's another example of coming and going from these future past versions, and there comes to be this continuity, and it's like, you know, I'm hearing here like acceptance, generosity is coming up in all versions of me. And finally, in 5 years, I will be have more compassion and understanding and patience and delight in my relationships, first within myself. And I am going to use one example, and it's about a person I know who my relationship with them changed many times. So in the past, I thought that he was untrustworthy, small-minded. He had been interested in me. I had rejected him because he was drinking or because other people were more distracting. This older man, when I met him, made a comment that I'm the picnic. It made me feel dehumanized. And I also, very shortly after I rejected him, he found somebody who looked like me and made her his girlfriend for a little bit until they didn't work out. So then in the present moment, I don't know what to think, actually. I do want to be friends. In a way, he has that king energy, that patient, confident demeanor. And then for the future, it's like, will I have free choice, or did you put a spell on me kind of feeling? And will you stay strong and soothing in such a way that I will, by being close to you, become strong and soothing? So this is an example of how the very ways that I have past, present, and future self is how I'll divide up people into their past, present, and future selves. But there's a continuity there of the other. And yeah, so I wish you, continuity, finding the access points into this kind of spiritual grooming that brings separation into the selves, into oneself. And I won't be making any videos for 3 days because it's the Sabbath tomorrow, Shabbat. Then there's 2 days of a holiday called Shavuot, which is like a Shabbos of Shabbos, the Sabbath of Sabbaths. Once a year, it's when we commemorate receiving the Torah and marrying the Creator, the truth of the Creator. It's like we're betrothed. And so I have to focus on my relationship with the one who gives me life and sustains all through what was, what is, and what will be. And so I will not be making any videos for 3 days, but I wish you well. Thank you.